Hi, my name's Ashley Rice and welcome to my YouTube channel. Okay guys, I was shopping recently at Mississippi Market, which is a local co-op in my area, and I found a new vegan mac and cheese brand that I've never tried before, and I was like, guys, I need to try this for you and tell you how it is so that if you see this, you can know whether to buy it or not. So the brand is Upton'S Naturals and they're 100% vegan. So I got two different ones. I got just the cheesy mac, but then I also got the cheesy bacon mac, and that's the one I'm gonna try for you guys today. I will tell you nutritional information for both really quick. For the cheesy mac, one serving size is 143 grams, which is roughly half of this container. Calories are 270. Carbs are 44 grams, which is 16% of your daily value. Dietary fiber is 3 grams, which is 11% of your daily value. Sugars is 1 gram. Protein is 10 grams. Calcium is 50 milligrams, which is 4% of your daily value. Iron is 1 milligram, which is 6% of your daily value. And potassium is 180 milligrams, which is 4% of your daily value. This does contain wheat. If you are allergic, you'll want to steer clear. And it says it should be ready in 1 minute, so I'm like super excited to see how to make this. Let me check here. Combine both packets in a frying pan over medium heat for 3 to 5 minutes until warm, or continue another 5 to 7 minutes until golden brown, stirring occasionally. Transfer into a bowl and serve. Alternatively, combine both packets into a microwave-safe bowl and stir. Microwave on high for 60 seconds or until warm. Serve. So you could do this in a minute, so that's kind of nice. Oh, it's also produced in a facility that also processes soy, peanuts, and sesame, so again, if you're allergic, just be cautious. Okay, checking out the bacon mac, which is the one I'm going to try today. Same thing, serving size is roughly half of the container. It is 270 calories. Is anything different? Okay, so fiber is instead of 3 grams, that's 4 grams. Calcium is the same. Iron, it's a little bit higher. It's 1.2 instead of 1 milligram. And potassium is a little bit lower in the bacon one. Instead of 180 milligrams, it's 170. So I'm very excited to try this out. One of the things about vegan bacon, it's either really, really good or it tastes like cardboard. And usually like the ones that taste like cardboard are like the ones that came out like first. Now I feel like the companies that come out with bacon, like it's so much better. So I'm very, very, very excited to try out their bacon. It looks like it should be really good. And the bacon is actually seitan, if that matters to you at all, if you know whether you like seitan or not. And the noodles are pre-cooked. Interesting. Upton'S Naturals is an independently owned natural food company with a focus on meat alternatives and vegan values since opening in 2006. The Upton'S team takes food that has been around for thousands of years and offers them to consumers worldwide. The company's founder, Daniel Stackman, pioneered flavored wheat-based seitan and has now launched the first-to-market seasoned and ready-to-eat jackfruit in the United States. I really want to try some of their jackfruit because that's the one I've seen most frequently. Well, guys, I was originally just planning on cooking this on the stovetop, but I think I'm going to try out that 1 minute and see how well it does. So I'm going to go make that really quick and then I'll be back. Okay, guys, I am back. I should have just like made it in front of you and like tried the first bite in front of you. But I didn't want to have to walk up and down the stairs a ton to do that first bite thing. So I'm just going to tell you a few things before I try it a second time. These are what the packets look like. So this is your cheesy sauce slash, for today's purposes, the little bacon bits were also in here. And then these are your pre-made noodles. They very much feel like pre-made noodles. I tried one of the noodles mostly because I'm lazy and I didn't want to have to walk up and down the stairs. And it wasn't very good. So I put it in for roughly 45 more seconds because then I started making that little popping, crackling noise, so I didn't go the full minute, which I intended. I also put it in a huge bowl because I was worried it wasn't going to fit in just a regular size bowl, and I didn't want to have to try and guesstimate like half and half. But there is that guy. And now I'll try it again because the first one that I tried, the pre-made noodle was still kind of like hard. Like I really like soft noodles that you don't even really have to chew. Like you could just swallow the mac and cheese. And it wasn't like crunchy hard necessarily. So I'm going to try another one here. I'm going to try stirring this up a little bit more. There is the exact amount of cheese sauce per noodle. So if you like extremely like cheesy, like there's extra cheese sauce to go around mac and cheese, you're not going to get that with this brand. Here we go. That helped a lot doing the extra 45 seconds. Like, I think if I would have gone the full minute, like maybe just stirred a little bit more in between, then it would be exactly where I would want it. I wouldn't really recommend doing the whole putting it in the microwave for a minute. I think Stovetop would be better. It gives time for the noodles to really soften. The cheese sauce, only because the bacon seitan was in with it, is extremely salty. The bacon seitan is really, really good. It very much doesn't taste like bacon, so if you're looking for something like that, like, you'll get a hint of it, but it's not really like bacon. This is enjoyable. I totally would get this and like have it around for, you know, rushed meals, because there are definitely times in my life where I get home and I have to leave in 10 minutes, but I also need to eat dinner. So I think something like this would be really good for that. If I had time to really like make mac and cheese, I think I would rather go with a different brand or just make it from scratch. I mean, I guess depending on your microwave, try the minute first, taste test it, see what you think, and then, you know, go from there, because I do have an older microwave, so I might just need to cook it longer because of the older microwave. What I would recommend doing if you want to try out this brand is, especially if you want to try out the microwave one, because I think that's the big draw of it. If you're not a big fan of salty things, I would not get the bacon one. I would just stick with the cheesy mac, because that one should be less salty. But overall, this is not a bad vegan mac and cheese, but I think if you are going to be sitting down and you have time to make dinner, I'd probably make something different. And again, it might be different cooked on the stove. I've decided what I'm going to do. The rest of this video is actually going to be dedicated to trying out the cheesy mac on the stovetop. So I'm going to come back a different day. I'm not going to do that today because I'm just going to finish up what I have here and have some leftovers. So I'll see you a different day. Okay, you guys, I am back. It is a new day, a new lunch, and we are going to be trying out the cheesy mac today. Today I cooked it on the stovetop, and I can't even tell you, I haven't even tried it yet, but I already love it 10 times better. And the reason being is it really also did not take a huge amount of time. You do have to kind of like break up the noodles a little bit, which is a little annoying, but you know, whatever. And I decided there was an option that you could cook it for 5 to 7 more minutes until it kind of started to turn brown. I went in the middle of that, so there is a little bit of like caramelized cheese sauce that turned brown on the noodles. But the reason I like it 10 times better is if you need something quick, you can just do that, you know, super quick. You know, it's not a minute necessarily, but I think it'll cook the noodles a little bit better, which is like my main thing. And I already had to cook it for 2 minutes in my microwave anyways. But the other reason I like it is you can actually divvy up the portions a little bit better. When I was trying out the bacon cheesy mac, I didn't know if it was going to fit in one bowl, so I used a serving bowl, and this time I cooked it on the stovetop and it actually all did fit in a bowl. So you can kind of like see how you can serve it up a little bit better, so I like that. But also, if you have more time on your hands, you can add stuff to it. You know, you would have to like have pre-steamed vegetables or something like that. Like you wouldn't be able to like steam it with the noodles in this case. But you know, you could add a bunch of stuff to it and like make it a bit healthier, which I think is really crucial. So I like the fact that you can still add on to it if you want to, because oftentimes that's what I do with vegan mac and cheese is I add a lot of stuff to it. And when I had it in the microwave, there was no way I could add anything to it. And I didn't add anything today simply because we're just trying out the mac and cheese. Now, really quickly, before I do try it out, I mentioned last time that this one tasted pretty salty, so I just want to look at the sodium comparison. Wow, I'm a little bit nervous now. This one here, the one that I thought was really salty, has 270 milligrams of sodium, whereas this one has 300 milligrams of sodium. So we'll see. I guess this might also be kind of salty. If this one's salty, I'm not going to like it. But let's try it out. Oh, the noodles are way better already. When I poked it, like they were actually extremely soft. I'm all for stovetop. Yeah, this is pretty salty. I wish there was more cheese sauce, but I like very cheesy things, so that's why. If you don't like very cheesy things, this might be something you love. I do like the caramelizing texture. I think that's pretty cool. The cheese sauce in this one is not as strong. This is kind of like bare minimum mac and cheese in my opinion. Here's the thing, if someone put that in front of me, I would totally eat it, would not complain. Like it's good. But I've had some other vegan macs that just like blow this one out of the park. With that said, if you're looking for something that is just going to be extremely quick, extremely simple, and still like be good, this is definitely the way to go. I think Upton'S Naturals, they definitely found a way to make something go really quick, because I mean, I get that because life can be extremely crazy, and I think this would be great and you wouldn't really be missing too much. Like again, it's not bad, it's still really good. I think there's some other ones that are like melt in your mouth, you're just like yes kind of mac and cheeses. So I definitely think this is great for people who just have extremely busy lives, like college students. This is the vegan mac for you. This is a way for you to get food and get going. So I definitely think if you don't have time in your life to actually sit down, have a good meal, this is definitely a way to get some vegan mac and cheese in your system. And like, you're getting 10 grams of protein for one serving, which is great. And really, if you like to eat pretty heavy, you could do both servings. For me, one serving's just a little bit not enough, but 2 servings is way too much. So for me, I'd probably eat something with 1 serving. But like, you're getting 4% of your daily calcium, 6% of your daily iron, 4% of your daily potassium. So you're getting a little bit of nutrients, which is good. If you're also vegan, I would recommend just sprinkle a lot of nooch on there too, just so that you're getting a lot of benefits from the nutritional yeast as well. Oh, and by the way, this does reheat extremely nicely. It feels basically how it did before. In fact, the noodles might be a tinge bit softer, which is great in my opinion. So I definitely think this is good if you make the whole thing, you only eat 1 serving and then you save the other servings for some other time and then you reheat it. Like, it'll still be exactly how it was the first time, maybe a bit softer. Those are my thoughts. Let me know what you thought about this down in the comments below. How would you want to cook it? Would you be someone who just threw it in the microwave, or would you prefer the stovetop? I would prefer the stovetop. Let me know in the comments below. Other than that, if you are new to my channel, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time. Bye!